Hey everyone, so today we're going to continue our Monocolored Team series, and today we're going to talk about Alkaloid. They're going to be our last unit for Star Pro, and after this video, we're going to go into Cos Pro with Eden. But this team is going to be very interesting because one of the members of this unit is what I like to call Happy Element's favorite child, besides Kohaku. And as you watch this video, you'll understand why. But this team has a lot of interesting combinations, and if you're building an Alkaloid team for a future or just want Alkaloid members, hopefully this video will be helpful for you. But as usual, the color order of the video will be red, blue, yellow, then green. So with that, let's just go ahead and start. So for Alkaloid Red Team, Hito's red card will be his initial card. And initial cards have been in the game since the beginning and are already in the general pool. And his main stat for this card is Dance. And then for Ira's red card, his red card is going to be for his tour event, which hasn't happened yet and still pretty far from now, around these states. And the main stat of this card is Vocal. And then for Mai's red card, his red card will be for his solo event, which has not happened in our server and will happen during these dates. And the main stat of this card is Vocal as well. And then lastly, Tatsumi's red card is his Feature Scout card, and that scout has already happened and that card is already in the general pool. And the main stat of this card is Dance. So a little overview of the team. Pretty much it's a 50-50 split. Hito and Tatsumi both have a main Dance red card, while Ayla and Mayoi both have a main Vocal red card. The funny thing is that Hito and Tatsumi's are both gacha, but Ayla's and Mayoi's are both events, so they're a lot easier to get compared to Hito and Tatsumi. So if you want a red Alkaloid team, it would be more efficient if you went for Mayoi and Iris, also because their events haven't happened yet at this time, and it's going to be easy for you to prepare your resources for it. Okay, and that's it for the red team. Let's talk about the blue team. So for blue Alkaloid team, this is the reason why I call Hito the favorite child of Happy Elements. For Hito, we're going to talk about not one, not even two, but three cards. His first card is going to be from his tour event, Motor Show, and this tour event has already happened and the card's already in the Memorial Coin Shop, and the main set of this card is Vocal. And the second card we're going to talk about is his limited first anniversary card from Timeless Promise, and this gacha is limited, so it's not in the general pool, but this will most likely come back right before the second anniversary. And the main stat of this card is Dance. And then his last card we're going to talk about is his Feature Scout card, which has not happened yet in our server and will happen during these dates. And the main stat of this card is Performance. And then for Ayla's blue card, his blue card is from his Bronco Gacha Scout, which has already happened and that card is already in the general pool. And the main stat of this card is Performance. And then for Mayoi's blue card is from his Gacha Scout Dead End, which has already happened and that card is in the general pool. And the main stat of this card is Dance. And then lastly, Tatsumi's blue card is for his Shuffle Gacha Scout, which is Ghetto Spectacle. And that scout has not happened yet and will happen during these dates. And the main stat of this card is Performance. So for Alkaloid Blue Team, Hito is very interesting because he literally has a card for every main stat, and there are two current team builds. The first one is the Performance Alkaloid Blue Team, which is 3 out of the 4. That's gonna have FS Hito, Bronco Aida, and Ghetto Spectacle Tatsumi. And the second team is going to be a Blue Dance team with Timeless Promise Hito and Dead End Mayoi. The biggest issue with the blue team is that all of the team comps are pretty much gacha. There's no event ones. The only event blue card so far in this list is Hito's tour card, which doesn't fit with anyone else. Okay, that's it for the blue team. Next, let's talk about the yellow team. So for Alkaloid Yellow Team, for Hito's yellow card, his yellow card is going to be from his White Lily Scout, and that scout has already happened and those cards are already in the general pool. And the main stat of this card is Performance. And then for Ira's yellow card, his yellow card is from his solo event, and that solo event has already happened and the cards will eventually be added to the Memorial Coin Shop. And the main stat of this card is Vocal. And then for Mayoi's yellow cards, we're actually going to talk about two. The first one is his limited card for the Sanrio collab we had, and unfortunately that scout will never happen again, and the main stat of this card is Performance. And his second card is his FS2 Scout. Cards are going to be fairly far away from now still, and it will happen around these dates. And the main stat of this card is Dance. And then for Tatsumi's yellow card, his tour event, which was First Stage Satellite, and that event has already happened and the cards will be added to Memorial Coin Shop in the future. And the main stat of this card is Vocal. And a little overview for the yellow team. The yellow team is pretty much like the red team a bit. It's a 50-50, but one of the teams, which is the performance teams that has White Lily Hito and Limited Sanrio Mayoi, has a limited card in it. So if you were able to get him, you can make that team. If you were not playing the game at that point or just didn't get him, unfortunately you can't get him. And then the other team is the yellow vocal team, which is actually pretty good because it does have Soul Event Ira and Tour Event Tatsumi, which are both events, so you can got them guaranteed, and they work very well together. Okay, and that's it for the yellow team. Lastly, let's talk about the green team. So for the green Alkaloid team, Hito's green card will be his With Senpai card, and this card is available through the cooperation event that's going on, and you can get him pretty much all 5 copies for free if you do all of the events. And if you don't, it will eventually be added to the Memorial Coin Shop later. And the main stat of this card is Dance. And then for Aya's green card, his green card is his FS, and this scout is about to happen soon around these dates, and the main stat of this card is Dance. And then for Maoi's green card, his green card is his feature scout, and this scout is actually happening right now at the point of the release of this video, and the main stat of this card is performance. And then lastly, Tatsumi's green card is for his next tour event, which is Obligado, and that tour event will happen during these dates. And the main stat of this card is Dance. So for an overview of the green team is very solid. 3 out of 4 you can make a green dance team with the free Hito, FS Ida, and Obligato Tatsumi. And what's even better is that Hito is pretty much free if you do the events, and Tatsumi is free because he's a tour event. And then all you need to do is just try to get Ida. You have a very solid green Alkaloid team. And unfortunately, Mayoi is the odd one out here. Okay, but that is it for all the team comps. As I said before, the reason why I call Hito the favorite child is because he has so many cards. But Alkaloid has some pretty decent blue and green team comps. The blue team can have a 3 of 4 team comp with FS Hito, Shuffle Ida, and Shuffle Tatsumi, and making a blue performance comp. And then the green team is just a really ideal team because Hito, Ida, and Tatsumi for the green dance team. 2 of the 3 of them, which are Hito and Tatsumi, are pretty much for free, and that's already a huge boost in power. And then weirdly enough, both the red team and the yellow team both have like a 50-50 split, with the red team having Hito and Tatsumi as the red dance team, and then Ida and Mayoi having the red vocal team. But the red vocal team is way better because you can pretty much get both of those cards a lot cheaper and more guaranteed. And then the same thing with the yellow team. Hito and Mayoi make up the yellow performance team, but you have to get the limited Mayoi to get that team composition. And then Ida and Tatsumi make up the yellow vocal team, which is better because if you already did those events, you could have gotten them pretty much guaranteed or a lot cheaper. And if you didn't get them, you still have a chance of getting them by the Memorial Coin Shop. Okay, but that is it for the video. I'm finally glad that we're done with at least one company now, and now we can move on to the next company, which is going to be Cospro, and we're going to start with Eden. But as usual, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to put it down below, and I hope everyone's enjoying the series. But thanks for watching, and hope you have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see y'all next time. So, peace.